it's a very good scheme that I think is a long overdue scheme, a program that should have been introduced long ago. You want to rule over a people. You see, a leadership is as good as the followership. A leadership is as good as the followership. Just like a goalkeeper in a football game is as good as the defense. If you have a very porous defense, a goalkeeper is likely to concede many goals in a football match. So it's the defender that shields the goalkeeper from unnecessary shots from strikers. That's the same thing leadership is about. A leader has to have the people he's governing following in his programs, understanding what he's trying to do.
We are talking of changes that in policy that will have impact on the common man. If there is no change in those areas, there is no way a common man can even change. That is what I believe. So they must have change in policies, in terms of implementation of policy, in terms of execution of policies, and in terms of evaluation of policies. If those things can be done, then an average Nigerian can have a change. They can change themselves, even if the government is not campaigning for the change itself, the people naturally they will change.
If change must happen in this country, the government, those who lead, will have to lead first before the citizens will follow. Saying that change begins with me, how does that really work? For example, I have a program which I feel will improve education in Nigeria. How can I enforce it? Am I the Minister of Education? I'm a permanent secretary. There are policy makers.
The greatest setback Nigeria has today in this modern world is the mindset of Nigerians, myself inclusive. And until we are able to go through a reorientation process, that mindset of it has to work my way, it has to be the way it has been done, the traditional ways of doing things. Like, for instance, I get a government office and somebody expects me that I need to bribe them before I can get whatever I need to get done. And equally on my part, I'm like, well, it's their office, so let me just do it so that for them to go. So this change begins with, we should start with Nigerians. In all fairness, it should begin with Nigerians so that we can change our mindsets and begin to look at it that as a stakeholder, something is definitely wrong. Each time I hold on to that mindset, the traditional way of doing things.
Government have to show example, because every Nigerian on the street does not even know what change is all about. But when a leader or a government show the example, the ordinary man begin to ask questions. Is it the change? Oh, it's good change. Let me follow. If everybody buy into it, understand what change is all about, definitely the government, people and the country will move forward. Because change, when we say change, there is two types of change. Change for good, change for bad. When we talk of change, are we practicing change for good or change for bad? When you are practicing change for good, definitely the country will head for good. But when you are practicing change for bad, things will get worse.